Officially, China has stopped purchases of America's agricultural products. But as the fields turn toward harvest, so did the story with the economic giant. The Chinese began buying U.S. soybeans this week. The news came just hours after a report revealing July was good for domestic pork producers. The U.S. Meat Export Federation has reported, despite a 62% tariff on American-made pork, Chinese imports of the protein were up 51% over a year earlier. Late in the week, the U.S. and China pledged reductions or delays of tariffs on some goods caught in the trade war. The exact concessions vary, but all were made in good faith ahead of scheduled talks for next month.
Well, there's no question. The only reason why China is seriously negotiating with us is because of the tariffs. And this president is dealing with issues that should have been dealt with for the last 20 or 30 years. So tariffs do work. It's what's brought them to the table, no different than sanctions work. And the president, of course, is a negotiator. So this delay was a goodwill gesture and nothing more than that.
As the president tweeted about the expectation China would be buying large amounts of agricultural products, the Treasury Secretary tempered enthusiasm.
I spoke to the Chinese, I believe, about a week ago. There is a deputy-level meeting that is set up. I believe it's either next week or the following week. They're coming here. We expect there'll be active work done. The ambassador and I have a date in the beginning of October, I think, with some of the logistics issues. First of all, the ambassador is very focused on getting USMCA done now that Congress is back in session, so that's the #1 priority. We have UNGA coming up. The ambassador is working on the Japanese deal, so it's really just logistics issues. My expectation is they'll be here in October unless something changes.
As Congress returned to Washington, farm state lawmakers hoped USMCA would be one of the progress points as well.
Modernizing and improving our trade relationships with Canada and Mexico is a bipartisan no-brainer.
Senator Charles Grassley stayed on message that he delivered while touring Iowa during the legislative break.
Se apliquen medidas.
Mexico's President Andrés Manuel López Obrador pledged support for passing USMCA. And Canada's Prime Minister Justin Trudeau is starting his re-election campaign by touting the benefits of working with the United States.
We renegotiated NAFTA, securing trade access to our largest and most important trading partner at a time of U.S. protectionism and unpredictability.
For Market to Market, I'm Paul Yeager.